Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome back to Blissful Kingdom. Today we're watching Monster Episode 3. Before I do the recap, I would like to say that I go live on Twitch and TikTok. I'm going to start doing both. I'm working on a Discord right now. I got to get a few things together, and then I will, if this video goes live and it's done, I will put it in the description below. If not, it will be coming soon. Besides that, last episode, Tenma, he saved the boy's life. Obviously everyone at the hospital was not okay with that. They was not happy. But then dude didn't seem like he cared that much. He was like, it's cool, you did what was right. So I thought everything was fine. I'm like, okay, that wasn't that bad of a response, you know what I'm saying? Turns out I was completely wrong. Yeah, they finessed him. They put bro in his what he wanted to do, basically. And they're like, too bad, you ruined yourself. If you try to go anywhere else, you're done for. His girl, I knew she was an L anyways. She was a bop. I don't know why bro was, I don't know how he didn't see it. She went with bro. She went with the other dude because he didn't go, you know what I'm saying? So they ended up meeting the brother and sister together. I don't know why they did that. She ended up screaming. The brother was crying. That we don't know what's going on. Tenma's losing it. He's going crazy. He basically confessed everything to the boy when he was when he was sitting in the chair with him. And he was like, well, I ruined my life basically saving you, so at least live on. And I don't know what's going on with that. Something's going on with that where he hears him or something, because all three of them ended up dead. All three of them ended up dead. And I was completely happy with that. So now I just want to know where we're going from here. What's going on? What's going to happen? I don't know. Who knocking like that? Could have knocked one time.
Sorry to bother you at this hour. We're here on official police business. Would you happen to be Dr. Tenma?
Yes, sir.
Can I help you?
Pardon my asking, but were you home all last night?
What?
Yes, sir.
No, I was out drinking until dawn.
Oh yeah, he was.
Glad you
He was
asked.
drinking.
Well, sir, Eisler
Fell asleep in the
Memorial
alley.
Hospital's Director Heinemann, Chief of Surgery Dr. Oppenheim, and Dr. Boyer. They're all dead.
Nani? Also, I'm going to react to the intro and the outro. I'm just gonna make that a separate video.
Of this hospital. Press is not an accident, or was it murder? 3 people died at the same time. Of course it was murder.
Honestly, to be honest with you,
Tell us, would you happen to know anything about this incident?
I don't know what's going on myself. I'm trying to figure it out.
No one's allowed in.
I work here. I'm Dr. Kenzo Tenma. I don't think this is the time to be...
Dr. Tenma!
Huh?
Dr. Tenma, the director and the
Doctor,
others!
calm down, everyone. Is the emergency room running smoothly?
Well, actually, we're swamped with emergency cases right now, Doctor.
Dang.
2 patients are waiting to be operated on.
All right, then. I'll see what I can do.
The patient collapsed with a stroke.
My boy's in charge with it now.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't have time for this.
I understand, but this initial investigation is vital. Do you know of anyone who could have possibly held a grudge against the director and the others?
A grudge?
You have successfully tied the noose around your own neck.
Me? But it wasn't me. I was just a, bro. I don't know if he's thinking that he
Doctor,
maybe did it because
did
he was
someone
drinking.
come to mind?
No. Sorry.
Dr. Tenma! We have a problem. Those kids, the twins, the boy and the girl. They're gone, sir. We can't find them anywhere.
They really are
Is the
gone.
little
It's
girl's
crazy.
bed empty as well, nurse?
I already checked, but they're both just gone.
What's going on? What the hell is going on?
What is going on? I would like to know.
He lent a hand to many who were ill and suffering. We will always remember his great accomplishments. Farewell, Dr. Heinemann. May you rest in peace. Amen.
I know I'm in the middle of the show and there's a funeral going on, a serious part that I probably shouldn't pause at. I apologize. But one thing that I did forget to say in the intro is I've been going around and I've been seeing some people react to the show, and they have been putting so much of the show in. And I've seen a couple comments floating around saying that whoever, I should probably look into that a little bit more, made the show don't really care that much, because I was seeing people put the full reactions up. So I'm going to put a decent amount of this up, because my first video has a decent amount of it up. But that was my first video and I didn't understand. Luckily, I didn't do like Demon Slayer or something like that. So I'm going to see how this goes. But let's get back into this.
Ava, I know it's difficult, but please, try to hold yourself.
Don't touch me! Give me my father back! I want him back! I want him back!
Yeah, take the L on that one, Ava.
This whole funeral business is just too
I'm
sad.
sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Up until now, she was fed with a silver spoon as the director's daughter. But now suddenly, she's just another ordinary person. That's gotta be quite a big shock.
How can you say that right now?
Sorry
Becker.
about that.
You give me crazy vibes a
Dr.
little
Tenma?
bit.
I am Inspector Weisbaugh of the Nordheim-Westfalen Police Department.
Thank you for your
Okay.
efforts.
This was such a tragedy.
I am Inspector Lunge. I'm here from the BKA.
Inspector Lunge.
I've heard about your amazing
BKA.
abilities, Doctor.
No, I still have a long ways to go.
What are you on?
Do you have any leads at all to the children's whereabouts?
No, but we have determined the cause of death for the director and the other two doctors. We have discovered traces of nitrate inside all three of their bodies.
So there were traces of nitrate? That's a muscle relaxant.
Exactly. I see you're not a doctor for nothing.
How could
No
something
shit.
like that end up in...
It was candy.
Huh? Candy?
It turns out the same candy wrapper
Oh.
was found beside each of the bodies.
The
same
caramel.
substance was also found in each of their stomachs. Tell me, would you have any idea where they might have gotten this candy? Or something else of that sort?
Because they
I
were
wouldn't
greedy
know where they got it
bastards.
from.
And they
If you don't
motherfucking
mind
ate the
me
candy that
asking,
wasn't even
how's the
for
search
them.
for the twins going?
The BKA has taken over jurisdiction on this particular case from the local authorities. Please don't worry. As it stands, after investigating certain events, we believe all this could be tied back to the moment the twins' parents were shot to death. First, their parents defect from East Germany and are murdered soon after that. Then
And we
staff from the
we don't know
hospital
why.
where the children were treated are also murdered. Political
I have nothing to do with their
terrorism may be a
parents
possibility.
dying, so.
Those children might hold a major key to this whole mystery.
They need protection. Please do your best to find them, Inspector.
We certainly will.
Excuse us.
Interesting. A Japanese doctor demoted by the director, and then his engagement to the director's daughter broken right before the incident.
But the man was in the bar drinking at the time the crime was committed. It checks out.
You got some superpower?
Mind
You
if
drank
I
too
ask
much
you
coffee?
something?
What's good,
Why
bro?
does your hand move like that?
Thank you.
Oh, this, I was just typing.
Huh?
I'm inputting all the information onto the hard drive in my head.
Okay.
And if I access the information, no, I still have a long ways to go. Dr. Tenma was
My nigga
actually
is
quite
crazy.
modest about it when I commented on his well-recognized talents earlier.
What, are they thinking you're a suspect?
Shit,
There's
probably.
enough evidence to implicate me. Nothing I can do about it.
Don't worry about it. They were persistent when they questioned me, too.
God, I'm so exhausted. Once this whole thing gets settled, I think I'm gonna go back to Japan.
Huh?
I came to Germany to do research, but with everything that's happened, I see again. The most important thing for a doctor is to save lives.
Facts.
Come
That's
on.
all you wanted to do, brother.
Don't get all depressed.
And now
on
you're
me
all
now.
in this.
I'm just tired. So tired.
Bro needs a long sleep.
Mr. Buchner.
He needs a
you're making
20-hour.
great progress.
He's been tired
Thank
every
you so very
episode.
much, Dr.
Is he
Tenma.
not
I'm
gonna be
glad to
tired?
hear it. Do you think I'll be able to work like I used to?
Yes,
Hell
of
no.
course.
Good, because if I'm not there, I heard that you were leaving this hospital. Is it true, Doctor? Don't quit. Please don't quit. Good doctors like you are so hard to find. Please stay. Please don't say you're quitting. Please.
Dang, that's gonna make him not want to quit now. But like, what he going through is.
Dr. Tenma, the chairman is asking for you. Dr. Tenma, hold on. No matter what the chairman says, please don't give up. I want you to know we're all behind you.
He's gonna change his mind because
Please, don't
everybody's
leave the
like,
hospital.
"Don't leave, bro. Please, we need you. You're literally the greatest. You're the only thing we got now, for real, for real." But that's just gonna be more drama for
Let
him.
me say this again. I am performance-oriented, and that's the reason I'm making you chief of surgery.
Okay. But what does the pay increase though? That's not what we try. Ain't saying nothing about the pay.
I went against the director's orders and lost my position as chief. And my engagement to Ava is broken. And then as soon as I decide to work as a regular doctor without hope of ever being promoted.
Damn, my brother.
Oh God, what a life this is.
He's going insane. Day 4 of going insane.
Sorry for calling you out of the blue, but I'd heard you'd been appointed chief of surgery. I'm truly happy for you.
Thank
Of course
you,
she is.
Ava.
Kenzo, that day at my father's funeral, I remember you were trying to comfort me, weren't you?
Wow.
It made me happy.
Hell to the no. This bitch is only seeking men in position of power. I know a couple hoes like this. You was rocking with him because you thought he was gonna be blah blah blah, the greatest. You know what I'm saying? You found out that he was gonna be a regular doctor now, so you went and sucked up old dude that night. Now that Poppy's dead, and he's the head of the fucking. I hate bitches like this so much,
A
bro.
lot of things happened between us, but I'd like to start over. Kenzo?
My man, my boy, my guy. Thank you. 'Cause I was about to lose it. Like, we don't love no thoughties. Tenma's that guy. Tenma's that dude.
Kenzo! Listen, please, forgive me, I was wrong. Let's start over.
Fuck no.
Kenzo? Kenzo!
I understand. I'll do the operation myself.
Excellent, Doctor. I'm glad to hear that.
Make the arrangements for the procedure.
Monster.
Right.
He looks a little less tired, so that's cool.
I've had it with this damn flood. I thought the world
Flooding?
would change when the Berlin Wall came down 6 years ago.
Okay,
And it
so
did.
1995 when
Worse.
the wall was.
It's the rate of unsolved crime.
It's
is
interesting
definitely
that the
on
way that they're
rise.
putting like real life events into
Inspector,
their own
we have
story.
arrived, sir.
Mr. and Mrs. Reichman from Stitch Drive. They were murdered in their home. We believe they were hidden away in a closet, but were washed out into the open because of the rising floodwater. 2 years, there have been 4
Here
other
goes
similar
Mr. fucking
cases
computer
across the
science.
country.
All judging from the data, for some reason none of these couples seem to have had any children.
Well, this couple didn't seem to have any children either.
Don't you think there are too many factors in common here to make the assumption this is just a simple robbery?
Well, sir, I'm just going by the fact that money and goods were taken from all the victims' homes.
It was, all of it totaling a small amount. Although this would make sense if it were the work of a single perpetrator.
Hold on, you're suggesting there's more than one?
2 of the homes in question had extremely strong locks and sophisticated alarm systems. But the perpetrator bypassed them and was able to enter without any trouble. Also, none of the couple showed any signs of struggle before they were killed, and
Right.
the neighbors did not hear a single sound at the time the incident took place. Don't you think these were orchestrated all too well for just one suspect?
It do
Yeah,
sound
maybe.
like that. I got to give it to
Do you
him.
know this man?
He is nice
No.
with it.
Adolf Junkers, 32 years old. He's been arrested twice for larceny. Well, in any case, Detective, your job here is done. The BKA will take it from here.
They taking over everything.
Sure.
He said, "Go back, eat some donuts, get a cup of
Oh
Joe."
well, it didn't fly after all.
We
Sorry
got
about that.
this.
I've never flown a kite before in my life.
It was good. You almost did it.
Only did
Well,
like one
Doctor,
time
do
too,
tell.
and
How
it
was
did
your
not
date
go
last
well.
night?
Oh, well, she seemed
Why
like
nobody
a
talk
nice
about
girl.
flying a
Come
car?
on,
Is actually
Dr. Tenma, don't be
hard.
coy. She's the daughter of a...
This yours, Carl?
My grandpa gave it to me, but it won't fly. I think it's broken.
Maybe the alignment needs to be adjusted.
Well, Doctor, do you know how to fly a kite?
When I
So
was
this
a kid
is
back
gang.
in
This
Japan,
is bro.
I used to do this a lot. Hold it up in the air now, all right? You ready?
How, like this?
Attaboy. Now here we go.
Look at Timma, bro, just being great. He's up there in like my top 20 characters already. I've watched a lot of shows. I'm 4 episodes in.
It's flying!
Unless he pulls like an Aaron Yeager. I don't know.
Oh man. If I were as smooth as that.
That's so awesome, Dr. Tenma.
Get better soon, Carl, so that next time you can fly it yourself, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, the operation
Today's
room.
surgery is a paracellar meningioma extirpation.
I'm not even going to
We
try to
proceed
repeat
with
that.
a right Tyrional approach.
Yes. Everyone watch closely. The chief of surgery himself is heading up this one.
Brilliant operation.
Look
Just
closely.
Look at that. He's hardly retracted the brain at all.
He's the greatest
He is
to
truly
ever
a
do it.
surgical genius.
What the fuck? Oh, you're dead, buddy. Who's chasing him? Batman? Bro got the Arkham Knight coming after him. He stands still in the street. And there's a car coming at you. Now he's involved, and he's like, I just killed somebody.
This is terrible. An ambulance. Someone call an ambulance.
I didn't do it. This wasn't my fault.
We tried, but there isn't much we can do.
This man is a material witness in a case. It's important that we get his testimony since it may help us solve a string of serial murders, Doctor.
We're doing all we
can't have him
can.
die on us.
But Inspector, this...
What is up with these inspectors and officers? Like, is there anything we can do? Can we do this? They're at the hospital. They're doing as much as they possibly can to save their lives. This is very important. Okay, no shit. I know, I'm trying to say, bro. Y'all think telling me that it's important is going to make him heal faster? No.
However, there's a top-notch neurosurgeon at Eisler Memorial Hospital. If he comes here, he might be able to do something.
Okay, so this is
Neurosurgeon.
before that he's
That
working
would
on
be
him.
Dr. Tenma. It's been a while, hasn't it, Dr. Tenma?
Sorry, but do I know you from somewhere, sir?
It was 9 years ago. The director's funeral, remember?
Oh, yes, you were from the BKA.
Wait. It's been that long? I didn't look at the date, bro. I'm just now remembering the date. That's crazy. L reactor for real.
Please do be sure to perform a successful operation for
That's
the sake
crazy.
of the BKA. The thing is, Doctor, this patient has to survive. He holds the key to solving a very important case.
Well, Inspector, I don't operate for the sake of the police.
Facts,
I do it for
bitch
the
ass
sake
nigga.
of the patient.
Those murders years ago at Eisler Memorial Hospital. Due to a lack of evidence, that investigation has seen very little progress. The only clue we found was the poison candy. This
Right,
suggests
you
it
know
was
that.
a calculated act on the part of the killer. In that kind of crime, the killer always has something to gain from the victim's death.
What are you getting at, Inspector?
Nothing. Forgive me. In my line of work, the mind doesn't stop. I'm always thinking like this. In any case, rest
How can't they
assured,
put two and two
of all the
together
cases
that
I've ever handled throughout my
the
career,
candy
not
was
one has
gifts
gone
for the
unsolved.
children and all
No,
that stuff
not
they
a
have for the
single
children?
one.
And they ate the candy
Well,
themselves.
I'm glad to hear it.
They didn't find the rest of the candy there? They eat the entire bag? They bring it with them?
After the Eisler Memorial Hospital murders, no matter which way I looked at it, one person had everything to gain from the incident. And that is you, Dr. Tenma.
And I think the police want to interrogate him as soon as possible, but that's out of the question.
But, Doctor, that Detective Lunge is a very persistent man.
Right now, the patient's recovery is all I'm worried about. How are you feeling, Mr. Junkers? Everything okay? Do you see this finger I'm holding up?
In this show, you can tell
How
who's
about
German and who's Japanese
talk
just
to
from
me
their
today?
nose and the way they draw it. There's little cool
What's
details like that that you appreciate from older shows.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Kill.
Coming?
Who's coming?
Mr. Junkers, what's coming?
The monster is coming.
and it ends like that. Bro, this show, they will end in the craziest ways to the point where, like, if it didn't buffer, I wouldn't even know that the show ended. You know what I'm saying? I would think that the episode is still going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up episode 3 of Monster. It's getting crazier. I think I'm gonna say this after every single episode at this point. That is getting crazier. Because we got, what, 70 more episodes to go? 70 more episodes to go to the end of this. So far, I didn't know it's been that long since the funeral. So he's been the head of all that for a while now. And now, bro's still on the case, and he's like, man, everything is pointing back to you, Tenma. You were the only one to benefit from them passing away and all that. And what was going on with you at the time. But it wasn't him. I don't know. We don't know who it is. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this episode. I'd appreciate it a lot if you would subscribe or like the video if you did. If you didn't like the video, you don't have to. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace.